Hello everyone, and Genghis here. It's been a little while since my last upload, I guess, but I actually did not die. So I figured I could as well do a video again, and I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Yeah, I'm here in the TVP. I'm playing with Kaza, or Sowit. You might remember him, he's currently playing in the US, so he's got quite some ping issues, in case you're gonna see him in any more videos. But yeah, we're gonna be here on Sand River, obviously, and I'm in the TVP. I'm gonna play on the left side. There's no artillery. Normally the artillery is really what drives me to the left from the side of the map, because, you know, these are like the two areas you can really stay auto safe hugging those walls. But I just figured I've actually got a teammate with me, right, like Kaza. We can play together on this left side and get some nice crossfire angles. I'm just gonna go here in the back at the beginning because he's crossing here. So I can, maybe if someone tries to poke on him, get in some shots. And we're gonna go from there. At first I was going to drive forward, but then I was like, yeah, let's just go up here. Snipe from the red line, like a good unicum, right? Need to get back to the old habits, like they say. But yeah, not much seems to be going on, so I'm going to move up my team. 3 TTs per side, so that's quite okay. So, you know, normally matchmaking can be very different at the moment, but this seems like actually a balanced game, right? With a couple heavies, a couple mediums, and a few TTs per side. No RT in a full G10 game does feel a bit weird. And luckily Sand River is also one of the few maps where in the full G10 you don't feel like the map is way too small. So yeah, that's quite positive. Moving up over here, there's one TVP in that little corner there. There's a 140 up there, which Kaza starts working on. I'm hoping I can maybe get shots in the back of the TVP from over here. That's what I'm going for first, either if he falls back or by driving him up more over there. Then I notice there's a 140 over there, and I can just shoot him. Bit of a lucky shot there. Second one connects too. He gets safe, and looks like the one TVP is gonna come here. I get in one. Try getting in the second one, but I miss it. Could have maybe put it into the A50M, but yeah. Okay, nice first clip. Gonna reload. TVP, for those of you who don't know, has got 4 shots with 320 alpha, and it's got hidden APCR. However, compared to other G10 mediums, you've got a bunch lower pen. 248 on the APCR, where normally it would be around 265 to 270. And similarly, you've got 310 heat instead of 330 or 340. Again, I managed to get in 2 shots when they're running away. Maybe with a bit of better aiming, could have gotten a bit more. That's nice additional damage. And I'm gonna chill over here. This is a really nice little hill to get into. Like, it's really easy to drive up here, right? This is just driving. If you're even in a heavy, you can just do this. And obviously, it's a pretty specific position, but it allows you to go hold down towards that area, and you can also, if you manage to get up it and there's enemies there, right, you can go hold down here towards enemies there or whatnot. It's a nice little position. Managed to get one more shot into the 140. I can't pen the kind of side of the Jack Panther superstructure, and he looks like he's gonna aim towards me. So I decide that it's time to get safe. And at this point, okay, I feel like this position kind of has played itself out, right? Kaza managed to die over there. I think he got a permatract. And there's an E3 hold down, there's a Jack Panther hold down, or more or less hold down, and there's a 140 in the base. Sure, if I keep staying here, I might be able to get in a bit of damage here or there, but I'm not a gritter or something like that, which can really pinpoint shots on a Jack Panther. I don't want to spam, you know, gold all the time, trying to hope I can pen a Jack Panther superstructure with 310 pen at 500 meters. So I'm going to drive over here. I see all the enemy heavies down here, and I mean, it's a lot of enemies I'm driving really close to, but they can't really push out, right? They are kind of stuck. We have an I7 in base, which is actually really useful because he's just hold down forever towards these people. This 140 is kind of similar. And again, right, we have a Jack Panther, an E3 and an STRV who really make it hard for these people to move out. So I should always be able to fall back somewhere. Something I'm very aware of, but first I need to show you how bad I am. Wait. I take a shot from the VZ. And then I still have, oh yeah, I want to talk about this real quick. So, a couple things, like why am I bad? Because I knew the I7 was coming, and I could have just waited for him to come all the way around the corner, put my shots into him, and reloaded, trading, like, you know, one for 2 or whatever, taking 1 shot from him. But instead, like, I was so greedy, I decided I wanted to shoot that VZ in the side, but obviously he shoots me back, and I hit 490 for basically no good reason. And now I'm in a pretty crappy situation, right? The I7 just fired at me. I have 2 shells, with, again, 248 pen. Which I both need to pen to kill him. I was expecting my team to start completely destroying this I7 once he would be like here. My team being like that guy, right, for example, or maybe even the I7. But none of that is happening, and at this point I realized, well, they're not going to shoot him anytime soon. And if I bounce a shell, well, then I'm on reload for 20 seconds. And an additional problem here is that they still have a Jack Panther and an E3 in base. I was about to say that just a second ago. So if I go back here, I can't really reverse because then I get killed, right? This is a good position, but I'm stuck to, let's say, up to here. So I need to make sure I pen these shots. Let's go back in my fixed view. And yeah, I don't like this angle. I prefer that angle, right? I wait for him to show me his side, and then I'm able to get in the shots. Obviously, that was a bit risky. He could have just kept aiming completely frontally at me, and I would have had to figure out something else and maybe run away or whatnot. But yeah, I managed to held my shots until I had an angle where I was sure I was going to pen. Then I went sure, obviously I went for the tracking shot at that angle, but I could also get a second shot. And yeah, I should take him out perfectly. Also, again, I shouldn't have taken a shot from the VZ. So now I'm here, I'm trying to just see what I can shoot. The E5 is poking. And not my best shooting, I will definitely agree upon that. And that one just flies really high. So we end up with another clip where we do 2 shots of damage, which is okay, but you know, not really great either. There's a Type 5 here, and I'm starting to get worried about this position, because what's changing is that they've pushed here, which means that we no longer have cover from here, but instead, if I'm here, the enemy is right, the E5 could just be shooting me and so on. So I don't want to be in this area, because I can't reverse again, because there's still the Jack Panther and the E3 in the base. I don't know exactly where they are. So for now, I just fell back a little bit, so that I'm safe from those people. I was trying to see if I can maybe get shots on someone poking over a ridge stupidly. And I'm really not sure what to do with this position at that point. It's not really terrible, because we still have the north of the map with that 140 and E5, and that 140 is still full life, and the E5 even also. And we still have a nice high life I7 in the base in a good position. But these people look like they're going to die, and there's no way for us to support them, right? We can't cross back up there, because then we get shot by those people. They can't cross down, because then they get shot by those people. So maybe my team manages to win this somehow. Maybe I could have tried that actually. Actually, that would have maybe been an idea, but it would have also been super risky. I managed to get in shots on that bat shot over there, and I actually managed to hit 3 out of 4 while I only have not quite a pixel shot, but quite close to it. So that was pretty lucky. Giving me 3 more shots of damage and putting me on reload. But it still wasn't enough to really change that flank, and while the Jack Panther is still alive, it's just a question of time before he dies. So yeah, this game starts to really look kind of lost. Our E5 at this point in time decides to push on the other side of the map into the enemy base. If you look at the minimap, right, you see our E5 running with a 140, which is completely, I don't know, it's a big throw move, right? If he would have just fallen back, or stayed back, he was over here, he could have easily just stayed in that area. He could have helped support here and create a crossfire and play with that 140, and these guys would have been stuck forever. But yeah, he had to move, and that definitely didn't help. But yeah, I'm considering moving up here or trying to find another angle. I was also considering maybe going into that corner. I didn't really know what to do. Like, you know, like you're watching this replay, you're like, Genghis, what are you doing? Why are you just driving in a circle, not shooting anyone? Well, that's exactly what I was thinking while I was playing this game. So I tried to go somewhere to shoot people, but I didn't find anyway. So I ended up being here. Why am I in this position, by the way? I mean, I have a nice rock with a little bit of a bush next to it, which I can peek on both sides of. I can drop down if need be. This side is covered for now because I have that 140 there. And what's important here, I can support the I7 in case he gets pushed at least a little bit, without actually really being too exposed myself, right? I can always hide, or if I see there's too many people coming or there's an E3 just pre-aiming there or whatnot, I can just stay safe. Run away. So now there's a VZ there. He's a one-shot, but he managed to get one into the I7, and the I7 doesn't shoot back. And now this is where it starts getting tricky. Try getting shots into him. I don't do the best peek there. I should have made sure that my aim circle was smaller before I peeked. And then peeked in a better way. Which ended up with me now on reload, after just having clipped. The I7 just died. I know the bat chat fired twice, but I mean it's cool to know, but he would still have to miss 2 more shots to not be able to kill me, or 3 more shots to not do damage, so it's not exactly much calm for it. So there's a VZ, he's coming. I see him, I see that he's so down. So yeah, I poked because I was trying to, I was hoping for basically being more or less so down, and then the bat shot's coming towards me, and I can shoot his turret while he's driving, and he only sees my turret, and since I'm standing still and I'm way more accurate, I can maybe get shots without him actually hitting me back, right? But instead, the first one to appear is a VZ, and I notice obviously he's going to be down. I have no shots I can really pen except for Capoda. Let's just get safe, and I was just hoping I would get safe behind this rock, just before he would shoot, or that he would maybe, you know, like, because he still only sees my turret, right? He doesn't see that much of me, just misses me if he does shoot. But instead what happened is that he shoots and he just bounced, right? You still see the... So he just bounced this very second, and I know this is my time to go. I need to go now, or at least Genghis, now, come on, and take out the Batchat. I think I was waiting for the VZ to come close, and then take out the VZ with the rest of that clip. Batchat first, obviously, since he's the autoloader, right? And quite lucky there, by the way, that's a batch I didn't know. Yeah, so managed to take those two guys out, which is really not something I expected. And maybe, just maybe, this game is carryable again? However, the 140, who I thought was full life, is now only down to 500 HP. But this I7 is a one-shot, or 200 HP? Or two-shot. And that's already quite a decent start. I noticed the I7, but I also noticed, and I snapped one into him, but I noticed at the very same time that the E5 was down there, and I wasn't sure if the E5 maybe had a shot, right? If he would move there, he could maybe shoot my turret side or something. So yeah, I decided I'm, snap one shot real quick. Doesn't really matter if you miss one, I guess. But I had to move immediately. But I really want to kill this I7. First of all, while he's there, I can't run. And he's going to spot me and so on. And he's also knocking down the A5, the 140. But, okay. The 140 managed to take out the I7, that's really life-saving. So I go and reload. There's one thing also I noted a while ago, is that the E50M hadn't been spotted in a while, right? And I was wondering, maybe he just went AFK or something. But that means the E3 was unlikely to be going all the way like this, right? So I didn't expect anyone to be here, and was the 140 helping me out by killing that E5? I felt like I was able to get over here, and that would probably be the best thing. And in case the E3 is in the middle, I would get out of this hole, this trap, right? Which I was in. This gives me a nice open flank I can roam around. The 140 moves up towards the E5 and gets one into him. And even a second one, tracking him. And yeah, I've loaded heat. I'm down to 4 APCR. I loaded heat for the E3, right? I was worried I would be in a situation maybe where, who knows, maybe the E3 kills the 140s on reload and I have a bit of time to do some shots, but I only have his front and then at some range, right? I need to shoot his lower fade or something like that. Or maybe I see the superstructure of the E3 side, but also quite some range or at some angle. And it really is annoying if you then can't get in any damage or you have an opportunity to. But yeah. We don't know the HP of the enemies yet, but actually our team helps us out with that. The E5 is a one-shot, but it really confused me. Because he says E5 one-shot, and I know, oh, there's no E5, right? Duh. But does he maybe mean the E50M, right? Because E5 is the first two letters of the E50M. So I assumed at this point that the E3 was full life and the E50M was a one-shot. And yeah, moving up over here, trying to support my 140 who's down there. I'm being really cautious, I don't want to throw this game. I do have optics on this TVP, and ration, so I do have pretty damn good view range, but I have nearly no camo on my crew, and this tank doesn't have great camo either from base. So the E3 pretty much definitely outspots me, and the E50M maybe too. But then the 140 spots them, and actually the E50M, instead of being AFK, was flipped over. I'm out of draw, and yeah, I can just easily clip him. I guess I could have reloaded APCR first, because that wasn't about to change. Oh, actually might have. Maybe the E3 was going to help him. But yeah, anyway, take him out, so that's quite cool. Now we know where the E3 is. And I mean, like, it's an E3 against the TVP in the 140, right? So I pretty much at this game, at this point this game's won. Still gonna let it run, of course. But yeah, that was quite a fucking incredible carry. I really did not, like, believe it happening. Obviously it helps with the E3 taking so long to push and then pushing in one by one while the E50M was down, right? And also helps that the VZ missed his shot and that the Badger didn't shoot me and so on and so on and so on. But still pretty insane carry. Anyway, the 140 is now over there. He tries to get in some shots. I think he also gets in one at some point, but it's going to take a while. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to come from above for now. I can proxy spot him for the 140 in case that's required, right? So the 140 can snipe him. But I just want to get into side shots. I figured I could come down that ramp, but I felt I would be gonna be too close to him. So maybe I'm on reload, the 140 kind of misses, and then he is able to drive around and shoot me while I'm like really slow because I'm driving up the ramp or something. But then I'm worried here because it's kind of similar. He's got those rocks to protect him in, and I really don't want to throw, right? And go in a stupid position where he can shoot me. And if I were to go, for example, here next to the rocks and start clipping him, like, I could be empty, not pen my shots, he turns and then pushes me and kills me, and the 140 is driving or only gets in one shot, and then it's a 1v1 or something, right? So, okay, the 140 is moving up, which I'm not really too fan of. I was going to go back up to proxy him, so I could spot him and he could just snipe from, you know, red line, hold down, wherever he wanted. But yeah. Anyway, he makes him turn towards him, and I just gonna shoot him from above. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not really surprised by this, because I played this, but I think this is probably, literally, the worst WOT of Tanks play I have ever done, after one of the most incredible carries I've ever done. Not the most incredible, but... Anyway, let's see if the 140 can save this game for us. The 140 also Oh no, actually, yeah. I was gonna complain that the 140 didn't manage to get any shots while the E3 shot me, but the E3 didn't even fucking shoot me, so... Yeah. Tricky times, tricky times. 140 turned around. I was gonna pick on the other side while trying to pretend he's not going there. Yeah. I mean, I shall refer you to the title of this video, while I'll also refer you to the post-game results. I ended up... I agree to all your cookies. I like cookies. Defeat, yeah, still got a high caliber. Ended up with just a first class over here. If we have a look at the team score, I didn't carry, but I tried. I did end up doing like twice as much as the second guy on my team, basically, and you know, like, look at this, I ended up with 7,000 damage and 5 kills. Definitely not too bad. But yeah, well played to the enemy team. They really also had some people carrying. And I don't know if I should say well played to that enemy 3. No, I'm not gonna say well played to these 3 who was in base. And yeah, I'm sorry, anyone who was in my team. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can expect more videos. Randoms for now. And as for Clan Wars, I want to play Clan Wars now that it's back, and I want to lead. I'm just looking for a clan at the moment. Not lying, I literally don't know where to go. And I'm also pretty busy with work and so on, so it's not like university work, yeah, in that sense, and homework, learning for exams, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're still gonna support me after this little break. I hope you all subscribe, like, share, comment, and see you all around. And yeah, better play next time maybe. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.